Hello everybody, National Warrior here, back with another video for you all, and today we're playing more Halo Infinite. So, seeing as I want to make this my main game for the long-term future, like longer than a year at least, right? I probably should talk about what's changed over the course of this game's lifespan. It just came out December 8th, a year and a half ago, so I would imagine there's a lot of things that's changed. So, let's go ahead and talk about that. So, as someone who paid for the game back when it was released on December 8th in 2021, there was a few things that I could do. I could either play the multiplayer or the campaign. We'll be talking mostly about the multiplayer in this first half because you'll see that everything really revolves around the multiplayer as we get further into the video. Anyways, at launch, there was three main modes you could really play. You could either go into quick play, big team battle, or ranked. And I guess you could play bot boot camp, but really the only people who play that is to get confident in their shots. So I doubt anyone's really playing it. Maybe a few just to get some challenges out the way. But besides that, it really isn't a main mode that people play, I feel. In quick play, you could either get Oddball, Capture the Flag, Strongholds, and if you're lucky, Team Slayer. You don't understand though how bad the rates of getting certain modes was. Like, you get 10 modes of Capture the Flag sometimes, and all you want to do is play Team Slayer. And this really annoyed a segment of the player base, especially me, because I am a sweat lord in Team Slayer in any PvP game. Like, I just don't want to play oddball 24/7. Sometimes I do, not all the time. Like, there would be literal days where you just wouldn't get the mode. This was pretty much the same thing for the other modes, whether it been big team battle or ranked. Those were your options you were limited to. Eventually, they did fix this and they added, Team Slayer to just a mode that you can click on and find a game. And they added some other things as well, like Fiesta, Tactical Slayer, aka SWAT. I gotta say though, I don't know why they changed the name for Tactical Slayer. People know what SWAT is. Like, there was no need to rebrand the game mode. Since launch, they've also added free for all and community doubles now at this point, which is just 2v2 Slayer, but it's pretty cool to see. Though I don't like the mode. I hate it with a passion. Like, the fact that you only have one other teammate to coordinate with is such a pain because, at least in 4v4, right? You have multiple meat shields. You have at least three other people who can be your meat shield. With just one, it's tough. You really gotta play around that one person well. There's been other modes that have come and gone, like for example, attrition, which is unfortunate because I feel like it's a game mode that should have been there from the start for the Halo franchise. Like, if you remember playing Halo Reach, and at the end of the game, you had to survive as Noble 6, and you just had one life, I felt like it probably should have came in at that point. Like, why did it take so long? Unfortunately, it's gone, and the reason is probably just because Halo players are casuals. I'm joking, of course, but let's be honest, it's a tense mode. You only got a certain amount of lives. I think it was 10 for each team. And the fact that you have that in the back of your mind, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I can't play too risky. Otherwise, I'm just going to deplete my team's lives and then we'll lose that way. So, it's unfortunate, but it's gone now. So, what can you do? Maybe it's in ranked. I haven't played ranked in a long time, but I can't see it in the list for multiplayer modes you could select. So yeah, another mode that has been yeeted into the proverbial abyss that is Halo Infinite's backlog of game modes was Team Escalation. It was gun game. You know what it is. You get a kill, and after, I think it actually is different in Halo Infinite. You got to get a certain amount of kills as a team. So yeah, they got rid of it. It's unfortunate, you know how Halo Infinite is getting rid of good modes, but maybe it's in quick play somewhere and you could find it if you search long enough. But I haven't found it, and as far as I know, it's gone. I think at one point as well, they were messing with a mode which was basically a mix between team escalation and attrition. I mean, it was a mode, but obviously, from the tone of my voice, it wasn't really my favorite. I did play a lot, but it was mainly just to complete the battle pass for the week. You know how that is. You gotta crank out those 90s to unlock the color white, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite mode. Do I want it gone? No, but again, what can you do? It's Halo Infinite. Speaking of Infinite, how long are we gonna have to wait for cross-core customization to finish being a thing in development? Like, bro, all we gotta show for cross-core customization in the game is the fact that we can add different colors to our helmets on multiple different armor cores. Like, what even is that? Oh, I guess don't forget about the emblems that you can put on multiple cores and the armor effects, which was there, I think, at release. But you know, who knows? Like, maybe we'll get it for the second year anniversary of the game, but it's crazy, man. Like, I would think that would have been the first thing they get done, but on the plus side, we did get some other things instead. Like, for example, Forge. I mean, Forge is great. You know, they got a lot of options in there. I haven't messed with it too much, but it definitely allows you to express your creativity, which is pretty cool. And it's a casual mode as well, so you're not going to have to hop into quick play and have to fight the sweatiest players around. Like, bro, what? Some of these players, I feel like just picked the wrong game mode. They just was going to play rank, but they accidentally click quick play. Like, what are you even doing? Just get out of quick play. As I'm playing big team battle and just running over the enemy team with my Warhawk machine gun. I mean, these guys are getting clapped. But, anyways, we're not going to dwell on that too much. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up the last things for multiplayer. I believe they've added some new cores. Yeah, they definitely have added some new cores. And obviously, that comes with new customization and new options in the shop if you really want to pay money for some of these customization options. Don't get me wrong, they be looking good sometimes, but yeah, I would prefer some more free options. Hit hit nudge nudge 3 for 3. Make the weekly reward not an emblem again, please. Anyways, though, that's it for the multiplayer. There is something that relates to multiplayer, and that's the academy. They added the bandit, aka the scout rifle. Like, why do we keep changing the names up for these things, bro? Just add scout rifle. It ain't that hard, bro. Like, we know what it is. Oh, I guess because it doesn't have a scope now, it's a different weapon. Yeah, okay. Come on now. But yeah, you could use the bandit in multiplayer or the academy. You know, practice your shot. I don't like the weapon though. Like, the crosshairs, they just they're just too obstruction, I feel. But yeah, that's it for the multiplayer. As for the campaign, it seems like they finally added co-op for it. So now you'll be able to play with your friends. Though on Xbox One, there seems to be some limitations. So if you want to play with a party of 4, you'll need to play on the Series X or S. And on PC, I couldn't find too much information. Maybe I just wasn't putting in the right search terms. But if you're on PC, your friends will have to also have a copy of the game because there is no split screen co-op. But yeah, that's oh, there's another thing. You can also replay missions from the looks of it. It seems to be specific to some, but I'm glad they added something at least. Be able to get the rest of the achievements now. Get those skulls, as it were. But yeah, that about wraps it up for the things that have changed in Halo Infinite from its launch to today. There's probably been some other things that I forgot to mention, but that about is it. Oh wait, actually, I forgot to finish up my point of saying everything revolves around the multiplayer. And it does. Obviously, we've seen new additions added to the multiplayer, new game modes, new cosmetics. And originally, when I said that point, I was going to talk about the cosmetic items that are made to be used in the multiplayer. Unfortunately, though, they never actually got around to giving us that Master Chief on the campaign. So, it kind of bumming me out, but it's alright. We'll get it eventually. Eventually. Besides the things that I've talked about in the video, the thing I want to see most in Halo Infinite is better connections for sure, bro. Like, look at this right now. What's going on? I don't understand, bro. How? Anyways, though, our time is short, so I'll cut it here. If you want to support me, leave a like. If you want to do more than that, check out my game on my website or itch.io. And you can check out a trailer for that on my alt channel on YouTube. Also, there's a browser jam going on, so if you got a browser called Opera GX and you want to mod it, you can go ahead and download that. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys then.